Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Steel Tarot. Today is Sunday, April 2nd. I'm back for your weekly reading, but since we're coming in at the beginning of the month here, I thought let's just kind of focus on the entire month, right? I will pull some cards. We will kind of see what your general energy is. Then we'll see what challenges you might expect for the month of April. And then I'll pull also kind of like what's going well, what to expect. Okay. Pull a few cards. If we have to clarify, I can do that. I've got the Pride Tarot deck I can do that with. And then maybe we'll pull a general message for the month, something to kind of keep in mind and remember as we move through the month from the It's All Love book. That's a great book. I used it in one of my daily readings the other day or earlier last week. And I found it's just a great little book. And actually, I randomly stumbled across it in a dollar store, so it was very interesting. But let's get right into this. So let's talk about your general energies for the month. Okay, so the Nine of Swords, that's what we're starting off. High Priestess and the Three of Wands. Okay, in the area of your challenges, the Five of Wands. Oh, pulled two, but I'm going to get that anyways. The Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. What to expect, kind of like what is going on, what is going well. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Three of Cups. I like that a lot. And we have the Empress. All right. Hey, look, these cards look great. So in the area of your general energies, so we have the Nine of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Three of Wands. So let's look at this for a second here. So we have two major arcana cards. We have the High Priestess and the Empress. I love both of these because they both represent your intuition, representing attraction, law of attraction, attracting abundance. So this is purely focusing on quieting your mind. I'm getting like a meditation with this, right? Meditation and focusing your mind. You can attract what you desire into your life. So the Empress is all about abundance, fertility. Some people equate this with like someone trying to get pregnant, or maybe this is a warning if you're not trying to get pregnant to be careful because you could. Obviously, if you can't get pregnant, then that doesn't apply to you. But I certainly love to see this kind of in the area of like what's going on, what to expect this particular month. This is attraction. This is abundance. This is feeling fulfillment and having everything that you desire. And associated with the Three of Cups is a fabulous card. So what I get your general energies is, I think you've had probably some sleepless nights focusing on the negative, or you might come into some general periods of time when you start to feel this way, okay? The general energy could be focusing on your 3D reality, right? Kind of like what's going on around you, what are you observing, and how does that make you feel? And maybe there's been some things that haven't gone so well. But the reality is, I think that you're probably aware that, meditation is a great way to kind of quiet your mind, to kind of bring your vibration up. This is a low vibe type of energy. This is associated with fear, anxiety, sadness, disappointment, focusing on the lack of something. And so when I look at this, there's just from the general energy perspective, right? The High Priestess is all about listening to your inner being, your inner self. She's kind of going within, kind of, under the light of the moon, taking some time to herself. This is suggesting, meditate and kind of quiet your mind. Listen to some of the affirmation videos that I've shared on my channel here. I've opened up all those folders and made them public. So I really enjoy some of them. Some of the ones from Universe, or maybe it's Universe, that particular channel, I found those to be fabulous. I really enjoy just putting them on sometimes, like when I'm doing something. And I also put them on sometimes when I'm going to bed. And I just listen to those and just let them sink into my mind, okay? But definitely quiet your mind. And I think, your ships are coming in. So this is a great transition, right? So when we go from left to right, we're moving away from some of that feeling of lack and anxiety and disappointment, kind of tapping into our intuition. We know we deserve better than that. So I think you're going to come to the realization this month that, hey, your intuition is going to guide you towards something. And you're going to start to see evidence that your ships are coming in. Something is coming in that you've long awaited, okay? So maybe this is going from like the lack of something from the on the left to that seeing the evidence that something is starting to work out in your favor and something is starting to come to light. So that's a great transition from top to bottom, left to right, however you want to look at it. Okay. Now, as far as your challenges go, the fives always represent some sort of conflict or battle, right? And it's no coincidence to me that it's paired right next to the nine of swords. So you could be battling some inner. I think your challenge is going to be battling some inner thoughts, right? I think this is all in your mind, and I'm saying that because this is just the vibe that I'm getting when I see these two cards together side by side, and then the High Priestess right beneath it, is that it's all in your mind. So you've got to get some inner battle going on. And this could be a conflict between what you desire and what you believe. Okay, so the law of attraction works in such a way that your desires and beliefs have to be aligned. You can't want something but believe it's not coming, believe that you don't deserve it, believe that it doesn't exist, believe that it's not possible, okay? So your challenge this month could be, dealing with some of that inner conflict, okay? So when you desire something, determine whether or not you actually believe it, and maybe write down and examine, what are my beliefs about X, whatever it is. Partners, money, jobs, children, whatever the case might be, okay? Kind of take that in. And I think when you realize and you practice some self-love by way of meditation, okay? So the Queen of Cups, she can be very emotional. What I like about this card is she's kind of holding the cup and looking at it. So she's really kind of admiring it, right? So what this says to me, how do you overcome this inner challenge, this inner battle that's going on, maybe a conflict between your beliefs and your desires, is focus in meditation and otherwise through affirmations and other things, focus on what is going well. Like I said, she's looking at this cup and she's admiring it and she's appreciating it, okay? So she's really kind of taking a look around. And you know what? The other folder that I have available on the channel is called Rampages of Appreciation. Rampages, Abraham Hicks does a bunch of these. These can put me in such a high vibe kind of mindset because they are basically just rampaging on about everything that's going well around me. What do I appreciate? And so I think that's what this queen is doing, right? She's kind of moving away from this inner conflict by focusing on hey, what is around me that's going really well? Is it my scenery? Where am I? What's around me? Who's around me? What do I have? Do I have a nice home? Do I have a comfortable home? Do I have, what else is going on that you can really appreciate? Because when you appreciate, you are telling the universe more of this, please. Okay. And so I just kind of lost my train of thought there for a second, but she's also kind of got her one foot here in the water. So she's kind of tipping her toe in, maybe kind of taking a step forward is kind of just what I'm getting. I've never really noticed that before on this particular card, but that's kind of what I'm getting. So I think it's maybe moving in the right direction, moving away from that. Okay, because when we talk about the Eight of Pentacles is, focusing on work. And maybe this is partly about finding a better balance. Maybe you've been solely focused on work. And okay, let's look at it like this. Maybe you have an inner struggle and belief that something about maybe related to love, right? And emotion, right? Which is what cups represent, because you've been too focused on work. So strive to find a balance, okay? Look for a balance in your life. And see where you might be able to strike a particular balance. Because this is saying maybe work has been consuming a lot of time. When I look at this in the context of what is your challenge, this could be a slight, the scales are off balance, right? We don't have the Judgment card represented here, or justice. We don't have justice is really what I'm thinking, which represents the scales. We also don't have any other thing that makes me think where there's a balance issue. But to me, that's kind of what this represents in this context, okay? So, like I said, try listening to those rampages of appreciation related to this Queen of Cups. That's kind of the message that I'm getting. Just put them on. Put them on when you're at the gym. That's what I do a lot of times, to be very honest with you. Let's move over to just general, what do we expect for the particular month? Awesome. This is just, I just love this. This is great. So, hey, we have the two of wands here. This is looking out. You've got the whole world in your hands. This is realizing that you can do and have and be anything that you desire. So what do you want? What do you want? And focus on that. Focus your attention on that. But this is like a feeling of like empowerment. Like you feel empowered. You maybe you're starting to realize that like, hey, I can do this. I can do that. And you're maybe like a precursor, this the current energy, right? This is not lost on me that like these two side by side, right? So we have the 2 and the 3 of wands represented here. This is looking out on the horizon, knowing you have something. This is your ship coming in, okay? This is the coming in. This is the expectation. This is the manifestation is kind of what I'm just getting in my mind. This is like they're starting to come in. Like there's no ships here, there's ships here, okay? So we kind of, even though it goes right to left or left to right or whatever, down from like 3 to 2, I view them as kind of like, this is the direction, this is the way things are going, okay? So if you can see and get clear on your desires and expect them, you'll start to see evidence of them coming into your life. Again, this is a fundamental takeaway from the law of attraction, okay? Very, very basic, expect what you desire and look for evidence of that, and you will start to see that. Think of it like this. Here's a great analogy that I heard. If you go to a restaurant and you order food, you put in your order with the waiter or waitress, and you just kind of resume, whatever you're doing at the table, right? You'll enjoy a cocktail, the company of the person or people that you're with, and you don't worry that it's not coming. You just expect. You expect that your meal will be delivered to you, and you will receive exactly what you ordered. You expect that. And you know what? 99% of the time, that's what happens, right? I know sometimes, a waiter will come back and say, hey, listen, we just ran out of like the beef tenderloin or the chicken parmesan. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to get exactly what you ordered. So think of it like the law of attraction is like that. It's like putting in your order. It is, affirming and clarifying and asking for what you really desire and expecting it to come, okay? So again, when we look at this, hey, this is, for the month of April, there's going to be some sort of celebration with the people around you, right? And this could be in regards to the whatever's coming towards you, okay? With the 3 of wands, like whatever your ships are coming in. The threes represent celebration. They represent partnership. They represent, a lot of great positive energies. So we do have we have 2 threes. So we have the 3 of wands and the 3 of cups. So, I certainly like to see that. I think that that's a great energy to have. And, this is a celebration. This is a partnership. This could be collaborating, maybe re-engaging with some friends that you haven't seen for a while, okay? And, when you do this, this is again, the attraction of the abundance around you. You are attracting abundance, particularly with these 2 cards. This is look at how bright these colors are. A lot of greens, a lot of blues, blue skies, a lot of green growth. Of course, green growth represents fertility, a vibrant environment, very positive. The skies are blue. There's no clouds. There's no gray. Nothing. Okay, so this could be, attracting a partner, a lover, a third party. Who knows? A business partnership, or simply just enjoying time with friends. And it is a very, very positive energy that I'm feeling with this for this month of April. Let's see what this book has to say. So this book, as I said, has a lot of great stories in it, but it also has a series of messages and about taking chances, about traditions. Traditions build memories, love, and consistency. So what I kind of want to do is just open the book to a random page, and I feel like whatever the random page that I open to is a message that we should keep in mind for the month. So let's just do that. I'm going to open it right here. Okay. The message is, make sure that you're as ready as possible for anything that could happen. That's a great message. In other words, expect the unexpected. Affirm to yourself that something wonderful is going to happen to me this month. Simply just say that. Say that every day that you wake up during the month of April. Something wonderful is going to happen to me this month. And I can almost guarantee you that you will see significant evidence of that in your life during this month. So thanks for being here. Please drop any questions down below. Any questions, thoughts, ideas. As you see some of this evidence, definitely let me know. I'd love to hear those stories. I love to hear that success story. Again, I think when you expect and you look for, and something is meaningful to you, your subconscious mind will look for evidence of that. So the more you affirm, the more you apply significance to something, the more you listen to these rampages and you are in a high vibe mode, you will see more of these wonderful things coming into your life. So thanks for being here. We'll continue to do the weekly readings. I don't want to imply that I won't be back for the month of April, but I just wanted to focus on like the month ahead, given that today is only the second day of the month. So thank you for being here. Have a wonderful month, and we'll be back again soon.